So I got you
What's
online
up, man?
to talk about these dimensions that you were speaking of on Instagram. If you don't mind sharing with the people about those dimensions and how can we get there. And
Well, the
instead,
first
before you
dimension
start,
is
tell the
correct.
audience what's your name and your IG and all that.
What's up, man? It's Jay Burnham, product of a laundry. You know, I'm from Compton, 33rd parallel. I'm just a person who figured it out, like everybody else. Everybody else figured it out. Why can we figure it out? They keep everybody in this kindergarten version of religion, and it's time for everybody just to know the real.
All right. So about these dimensions, what about them?
The dimensions is pretty much basic. It's basic information, but then it gets deeper than that. It all records like everything around you. Your subconscious is like a camera. It records everything and then it feeds off nonsense and that's some stuff you dream sometimes. Pretty much the second dimension is plants and animals, the domestication of plants and animals. Once you get like a dog, you may want a puppy, you may want a plant, you just may want to look at life differently now. You're looking at stars, you're starting to look at the agriculture, you're looking at how stuff grows, and that's mastering the second dimension. The third dimension is you. You may start embracing um, individuality and may start embracing a new style that you don't care what society thinks about you. You may start thinking different. You may start to gain new interests as that's mastering the third dimension. That's mastering yourself and being comfortable with who you are. Once you master that, you get rid of regret. Regrets about self-hate, society's opinion, what people think about you. And that's when you're able to open up your heart and forgive yourself. That's when you come on to the fourth dimension. And people say, what is the fourth dimension? Fourth dimension is space. When God said, let there be light, he pretty much, that's pretty much explaining the Big Bang Theory. Let there be light is a dumbed down version of way of explaining the Big Bang Theory. So people get confused with, oh, what's real, the religion or the science? That's all correlated. It all just pretty much breaking it down for you so you can understand it as a human being. The fourth dimension is where all these evil entities roam. You have shadow people, you have extraterrestrials, extra dimensionals, whatever you want to call them. They enter this realm, and this is the realm they pretty much roam in. They can use your body as a G ride to enter this realm. So all these negative thoughts and these pretty much negative emotion that you harvest, they're pretty much translated to this real world. So whatever you think in this real world, you're gonna harvest that in that world. So when you're asleep, you go to levels. There's levels of dreaming. It's the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh, the eighth, the ninth, the 10th, the 11th, and 12th. 12 stages of consciousness.
Okay. So how do you get to these? Well, you're only gonna talk about certain levels, correct? In today's
Yeah, I'm only gonna talk about
episode.
certain levels. We can talk about other levels other times because it ain't going to too much time. Just keep going over and over like these different dimensions, like, and you pretty much do them every day. Like I said, the first two you need to work on is the second and third, and remembering your dreams, so you know what you want to nonsense and you know what you want to tell the future. Because when you forget the real dreams, you be like, oh, this is deja vu, but that's just a dream that you forgot. And it comes to a point where you start remembering these dreams, you don't ever have deja vu no more, or when you do have deja vu, you can like pretty much like tell when you dreamed this. And that's like the creepiest thing. Like, damn, I dreamed this last Thursday. What the hell? Like, and you start like wondering, like,
So
it gets deep.
so what's the effects if you call out deja vu?
Say that again?
The effects for calling out deja vu, because is deja vu something good or bad? Does that mean you're on the right path?
It can mean, but you know, like I say, like when you have deja vu, and you dream this, you didn't say this is deja vu in your dream. You know, so you can mess up the path that someone is walking because someone can be walking. You stop to tell them, "Oh, this is deja vu." You messed up the path they were supposed to continue keep walking. You know, you make a stop there from getting hit by a bus, or you can make them get hit by a bus. So it's just like you just gotta learn how to master it. You know.
So I guess
because
what's the best practice one can try at home to start developing the skills to get to those places?
first of all, you need to just cut out any ritual, any diet to like your spiritual state because you don't want to break that diet or ritual or materialistic thing, and pretty much your faith is gone, your spirit is gone. So I would say sleep meditation. Sleep meditation is key. Pay very, very close attention to your dreams.
Mm. And what made you come up with this? I guess this conclusion of it's all about the dreams.
Oh, because I was doing lucid dreaming. So when I was doing lucid dreaming, I was listening to different binary sounds for lucid dreaming. And then it was me and my girl, we were just chilling, listening to different sounds while we were sleeping. And then one day we connected in a dream. And when we connected in that dream, it all changed. It was just like you was thinking something like a Inception type stuff, but no, it's real life business. And then you start looking at the Bible, and this is what they actually was doing in the Bible. It was a subconscious state of being.
Can you point the
And
audience where in the Bible that they talk about this?
where they talk about this in Hebrews, and they explain it in Corinthians. They talk about the heavenly dwelling, and this heavenly dwelling is the heaven on earth. There's levels to this. There's heaven, and then there's the kingdom. The kingdom. The kingdom pretty much is the seventh dimension where you get your crown. What they say in chakras, you get your crown in the seventh dimension with the seven chakras. But no, it's really in the seventh dimension. It's a state of consciousness that you reach after you reach the sixth dimension, which is Christ consciousness.
And what happens after that? Because once you reach Christ consciousness, and that you complete it, you're whole.
No, once Christ consciousness happens, that's when you die, come back in your dream, and then after that, you're able to experience seven dimensions. But it doesn't all happen at one time. There's progression. You learn how to move through each dimension.
Makes sense.
It's all progression. So I mean, limbo. You can live in like how Leonardo DiCaprio said in Inception. You can live in a limbo, but it is something after that.
Okay, so we don't want to
Again,
what the third dimension, which is mastering plants and animals, correct?
no, the third dimension is mastering
No,
yourself.
yourself. You're correct. Let me correct myself. Yeah, third dimension is mastering yourself, but the second dimension is mastering plants and animals.
Yes. Yes, you can whatever you grow plants, you love growing flowers, you have a garden, you love your dog, and some people will say, I can read my dog's mind. And maybe they probably can, really can, because you become aware of primal instincts, and because we so pretty much washed down with all this technology and TV that we lose aware of who we are and our instincts because animals was put on this planet first, and we kind of learn instincts from them. The way that we're talking right now is a dumbed down form of communication using sound.
Right. Okay, so
Um,
now we know how to master. So mastering yourself will unlock the door to get to the fourth dimension, correct?
yeah.
So once one entered fourth dimension, kind of explain to them what they're going to be seeing to help them be familiarized what they're seeing or witnessing.
Repeat that. Say that again.
Explain to them what the fourth dimension, what can they see there? What do they expect there, so they know where they at if they happen to experience that.
You're gonna see like nothingness around you. It's gonna see like a black or like grayish area around you, and you're gonna see yourself floating, or you're gonna see yourself running fast. And running fast, you're almost there. And if you pretty much if you're running fast, you're almost there. But if you feel like you're floating, you're almost there. But you have regrets and you holding on something. You holding on to something, and that's when you had a dream of you falling. You had a dream of you falling. That's when pretty much you got rejected. You hardened your heart, just like they said in the Hebrews when they called them and they heard the voice. Some people enter because they have the gospel preached to them already, but then you have some people that just they can't let go. They just negative people. They have negative emotions around them, and that's why they trapped in this fourth dimension where, like I said, evil entities roam.
Yeah, I was going to
They,
ask you about that. They always say a lot of stuff lies at the fourth dimension. So what are things like?
yeah,
You hear about the good stuff. So what are the bad stuff?
the bad stuff is pretty much if you don't have faith and you don't believe in something, then pretty much you're susceptible to these bad ideas and these bad and negative emotions that surface in the fourth dimension. They catch you when you're sleeping. They catch you like transferring to the fifth dimension. You be in the fifth dimension, don't even know it, but it's all about mastering, knowing what it is. Everybody possesses this gift. Don't ever let nobody say that, oh, if you possess this, if you do this, then you can't access this gift, or if you don't eat this, you can't access this gift. No, everybody possesses this gift. The whole use of using the sounds is to train yourself. I call them training wheels. Once you train your brain on that frequency of dreaming, then you can do it. You can pretty much do it like all the time with the music, but sometimes it creates the setting until you get to the point where you can do it without it, and then you use the music to do it with it. And when you're using the music to do it with it, you're going to create the setting because it's very lucid dreaming. It's on the fourth dimensional realm. But if you harvest these negative emotions, these negative energy, then it can affect that, and you can bring upon these evil entities in the fourth dimension and extraterrestrials. And people say, is aliens real? Yeah, aliens is real. They're just another form of life form that have exceeded the needs of religion. They don't need a book to tell them how to live. They don't need a book to tell them how to harness the energy within. They don't need somebody, a prophet, to tell the people who they are. See, that's the difference between these life forms and us. We're carbon-based substances,
Now,
and that's it.
you mentioned in previous conversations. Now, when you master the fourth dimension, well, before I get to that, you feel like you discussed everything, covered everything about the fourth dimension?
Fourth dimension. Let me see what else. Like I just said, try your lucid dreaming, and once you get to the fourth dimension, just don't harden your heart. Just you gotta let go of everything. You can't. You just gotta and that'll come when you master the third dimension. It all like falls into place. So you will get there once you master the third, and this is when you really start focusing on your dreams, the fourth dimension. Then you get to the fifth dimension.
Now, you mentioned, I was gonna say that because when you leave in fourth dimension to go to the fifth, is that when you see the doors?
Yeah, the doors happen, but sometimes it don't happen because you forget the part you opened the door.
And the
You don't
reason why I
always
say
remember the
that,
part when you open.
the reason why I say that because on Inception, that one guy that looked Asian looking, I forgot his name.
Mm-hmm.
He actually went through the stairwell. It was the fifth door. It was five on it, and they went to another. When he went through it, it was at another scene, another room, another dream.
Yeah, but you don't always remember you opening the door. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. You know what I mean? Like when you go to a fourth dimension, like sometimes like if you built already there, if you already been there and your imagination's already wild and you're like how Leonardo DiCaprio was building his house there, building and everything there, yeah, you start to live there and you start to connect with different people there, you know what I mean? And like it gets deep. It's pretty much when you open that door, you don't have no option of going in and out. You just go in. Period.
Mm. So you're only gonna see that door one
And
time, and that's your first time entering. After that, you're just gonna wake up there.
yeah, you're gonna wake up. You don't like just go in that door and just say, hey, what's up? No, you just go in that door and wake up like, hey, what's like? You just keep continuing dreaming. It's crazy. It's like you don't never when you as soon as you walk in, it's a light, but then it's like you wake up out of a state. Sometimes you remember the part where you woke up. You just go to, you know what I mean?
Okay. And so now we've covered because those are three dimensions you was gonna talk about. You kind of discussed four dimensions, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Those are the ones you're gonna cover, correct? Because before I get
Yeah,
to the next
I
one,
cover
next
a little bit of
subject.
5, and then we'll come back and we'll cover a little bit more.
Okay, so what you could tell them, I guess, before we wrap it up, what they could go home with to start practicing.
We could go home with and start practicing pretty much. Don't sleep with the TV on, because those sounds, those little frequencies, they could put sounds in those frequencies pretty much to mess your dreams up and pretty much how you dreaming a whole bunch of stuff and it'll have it escaping out of the real world. Please don't sleep with the TV on. Sleep with a little light on, but like keep it kind of like nice and dim, but with like a little light, not too dark. Um, don't harvest anything negative when you go to bed because you can really hurt somebody or really make somebody sick and really have demons attack them through your negative thoughts because you have negative emotions towards that person. When you go to the fifth dimension, pretty much that's a whole different level. That's the dream when somebody come to you after they die, but they don't show you their face, but you know exactly who that person is. They don't show you that face because they're gonna trick you with projections, just how they have. Like those are the demonic entities that trick your subconscious to bring you at a sad state of being, so that they can feed off that sadness and negative emotion that they harvest off the projections in your mind. So you don't want to bring nothing negative to your sleep. If you have a loved one that died, don't try to come to them. They'll come to you, but they won't show you their face. They just show you a dark image of them, and you will speak to them with your soul and not with your mouth. You don't have ears, and you don't have a mouth in that realm. That's why on Matrix, Morpheus glasses, they go around his ears because you're not hearing with your ears, you're hearing with your soul. You're not talking with your mouth. You know exactly who that is without seeing their face. If you see someone's face, that's not them. To prepare yourself, you can use binary sounds. This is the original gospel, the original sound that they was really using. And the church was a subconscious state of being that they built inside their mind. Just like on a section where Leonardo DiCaprio told the guy he needed an architect, and he told him how they used to build churches and all that inside of the mind. This what this was. This was the real gospel. It's the song to bring you at this relaxed state of being. You can use songs. People ask me a lot, they can use drugs. I wouldn't recommend it because you might go into a coma. You might slip into a deep state of sleep where, like, you can't wake up, but you can hear everything around you.
Okay. So I got something.
So you want to be stuck in, you'll be stuck in the physical world and the spiritual at the same time.
That's limbo. No, that's not limbo. What I was going to say, what do you say to those, first, excuse me, what does it mean, and what do you say to those to fix it? Those that say they don't have dreams or they can't remember them. What does that mean?
You're not
first?
focused on them because
What does those mean first? Those that don't have dreams or they can't remember it, and what can they do to induce it? To induce their dream.
If you don't have dreams, it's because you holding something back. Something's allowing you not to see it because your subconscious is suppressing it. You sweeping something under the rug. You need to just free your heart. People that can't have dreams and can't remember them is because you don't train yourself to remember them. Soon as you wake up in the morning, you got about 30 seconds to grasp your dream because you're going to forget. You can feel yourself forgetting your dreams as you're waking up, slowly but surely.
Okay.
As soon as you wake up in the morning, you know you dreamed about something, you're trying to piece it together, and you can feel the memory seeping in your subconscious. And that's setting up for deja vu.
Okay. That's big. So shoot, I think we done wrapped it up, man. Going
All right,
over
for
2 and
sure,
3,
man.
4, 5 dimensions. So y'all stay tuned for next week, and he'll cover which dimension you'll cover.
6, 7, and 8, and we're gonna show you how to protect yourself. We're gonna show you the dreams if when you're falling. We're gonna tell you why you're falling. We're gonna tell you why you're getting chased. We're gonna tell you how to stop that. If you have sleep paralysis, if you have woke up in a dream before, like you can't wake out of your dream and you open up your eyes, you can see stuff. We're gonna help you with that. We're gonna help you with all this to get pretty much strapped up in the spiritual world because there's a spiritual battle coming on. And 2018, 2019, people gonna start finding out about this fifth dimension. And like the Lord said, people not gonna combine it with faith.
Okay. So y'all heard it, man. This is Hippy Hendrix. Thanks for tuning in. We out.